Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Advaitam kechidichanti, dvaitam icchanti cha pare, samam tattvam na vindanti, dvaita advaita vivarjitam. Whenever we get caught up in any ism, Shaivaism, Vaishnavaism, Hinduism, life becomes zamzam. There is no charm left in our life. Therefore, those who are thinking that only the Advaita, the non-dual is the only reality. And those who are following Dvaita, they say, what? It's the Dvaita that is the reality. So when you go to China and you take anybody's picture, one standard national pose of Chinese, Dvaita, victory, defeat. See? And because of that, they miss out on the reality. See? One person went to Bhagwan Ramanvarshi and he said that I believe and accept the non-duality Advaita Vedanta. But why these Dvaita people are creating problems? What is this Dvaita? So Bhagwan Raman said, if Advaita is Paramatma, then Dvaita is your uncle or what? There is no difference between Dvaita and Advaita if we are abiding in the Absolute. See, in one place, Amrita Anubhav, Bhagwan Dhaneshwar Maharaj writes something very beautiful. He says, why should we negate the Dvaitam, the duality? What is the need? Then he says, if you are investing in something and you don't lose the capital, but you get the dividends as interest, what is wrong in that? How beautiful it is. So, abidance in the Absolute is not negation of the duality. See how important it is. But those who are obsessed, no, I believe only Shankar Vedanta. There is nothing like that. I remember one very elderly Mahatma, he used to love me a lot. He is no more now. By God's grace, everything happens. So, whenever I used to be somewhere, if he is there, he was only talking in Sanskrit or sometime in Hindi. He used to hate English. But as the time passed, then he wanted to convert his Sanskrit commentary in English. And he told me. I told him yes, but I never did it. Because I am a sincere seeker. Then he got it done through somebody. And when the book was released, I was called, you released the book. So I released the book. Now that person who used to hate English ultimately came to this, that when it is translated in English, it will go to many hands. See, Bhagavan Shankara says, Samprapte sannihite kale nahi rakshate dukrum karne. Let us understand the difference between the means and the goal. Dukrum karne is a language. Like in English we study to run mane daudna, to sit mane baithna. If you are a Gujarati, you will say sit. But if you are a Bengali, now tell me, where is misery in this world? For Bengalis, sa is pronounced as sh. Once I was traveling from Calcutta or Guwahati to Delhi by flight. I always like to sit in the front so I can reach earlier. But they don't give first two rows. So I was in the third row and I sit near the window in case you can get down quickly. These are all adjustments. And when I was sitting there, one young minister came. Those days, those Assamese boys, they got into politics and lot of problems. So he came and he sat there. Then one elderly politician came. So this younger fellow got up. Sir, you sit. And I was sitting behind. And then he said, no, you sit. And finally they decided, let us both. I wanted to run away. The joy of life. See, if we are knowing English or Hindi or Sanskrit, these are only the means of communication. What is important is not what language you talk. What is important is what you talk. Language is a means. See? In the same manner, our life is the means. And all these various philosophies, they are only the means to be ultimately dropped and come to abide in the Absolute. Now understand this way. If I am obsessed with the directions, north, east, west, south, what will be my lifestyle? I will be infected by a virus called as Feng Shui. Everywhere. Don't go this way because this is a Rahu Kal. And go that way. Then it is a Ketu Kal. You will go and kill others. If you go this way, you will be killed. But if you want to survive, go up. So much of directions, time, never have the opening of the house facing the south. When you sleep, don't face your feet to the south. Directions, directions, directions. And if you are trying to experience what is the position of the space, for the space, no direction has any value. See, friends, in the same manner, the one who is abiding in the Absolute Self, for him, there is nothing like Dvaita or Advaita. Now see, with this understanding, what will be the lifestyle? When we stand in front of the mirror, what is the experience? Dvaita, duality. I am the seer and the reflection is seen, is it not? Dvaita. But what is the experience? Experience is, I am seeing myself. See? So, seeing in the mirror, is it a loss to the face? The face continues to be same. In the same manner, Dvaita is necessary when we are dealing in the relative world. And we have to deal in this relative world. But normally what happens with this Advaita Vedanta people, what happens with them is this. They practice Vedanta on others. And with themselves they practice love and devotion. It should be the other way around. See? One of my friend had an heart attack, so after that I went to him and told him, hey, congratulations. So he was so surprised. I got heart attack and Swami says, congratulations. So he was looking at me. I said, because you have heart, therefore heart attack. I made ha hoo and finished. Then after a few months he came to see me. That time, those days, I used to have terrible splitting migraine headache, Those who have got full head, they get full headache. I had only half. So I used to get half headache. So when he came, he wanted to talk. I said, not now. Talk after 2-3 hours. I am having splitting headache. Swamiji, congratulations. I said, don't cut jokes. I am dying. He said, do you remember what you said when I had You said the same way. I said, you don't understand. Heart was yours, head is mine. See, friends, we practice Vedanta on others. While dealing with the world, practice Dvaita. While dealing with ourselves, practice Advaita. See? Naham deho nendriyani na prano na mano na dhi vikaritvat vinashitvat drishyatvat cha ghato yatha. None of the panchakoshas I can be because they are object of perception, modifying and subject to destruction, like a pot. That is to be lived with us. But with the world, we have to live only in Dvaita. Dvaita with devotion is a path to the Advaita. See, friends, Dvaita with reaction is a path to hell. It's very simple. Therefore, Advaitam kechid icchanti, Dvaitam icchanti chapare, samam tattvam na vindanti. They do not come to realize one common denominator which is beyond the duality and the non-duality. See, when we look at the waves, multiplicity, duality. When we look at the ocean and the waves, it's the cause and effect. But when we focus attention on the waters, there is neither cause nor effect. There is neither multiplicity nor unity. See, friends, the one is the one which is not multiplied by 2 and not divided by 2. That is the one. That one which can be multiplied by 2 and divided by 2 is a finite one. See, one mother told me about her child. Swamiji, my Chambu is very, very intelligent. He stood first in his class. Every mother has got this wrong notion that her child is intelligent. She forgets her child, how he can be intelligent. But they have this wrong notion. So, naturally, when you have to take food in somebody's house, you have to praise the children. These are all professional hazards. So, then I was praising the child. I said, hey, you are so intelligent. Your mom told me you are first in the class. How many students are in your class? Swamiji, I am alone. See, first in the class. Similarly, Dvaita, Advaita is no contradiction. Is the space contradicted in the directions? Suppose east, west, north, south, they are spoken. Are we speaking about anything else except the space? See, so when we are talking about Jiva Jagat Ishvara, the soul, the world and the God, we are not talking about 3. Like the same person becomes 3 because of the 3 conditioning of his father, wife and the son. So when we are talking about the father, we are also talking about the son. Now what is that? All of us are simultaneously parents as well as children. To our parents we are children, to our children we are parents. As children to our parents, we are not miserable. We make them miserable. And as parents to our children, they make us miserable. See, friends. So who is miserable? It is not the man, although he is supporting the miseries. In this manner, when our attention is on this tattva, samam tattvam na vindanti dvaita advaita vivarjitam. Therefore, next time you stand in front of the mirror, do this meditation. Don't close your eyes. Look at your own beautiful reflection in the mirror. Thereafter, change your focal length. Then look at the surface of the mirror and see what happens. The reflection will become hazy, like the unactivated window in the laptop. It is seen, it's not activated. Because our focal length is now on the mirror. Thereafter, start reflecting. How? Whether the reflection is that of the water or the fire. Will the reflection of fire burn the mirror? No. Will the reflection of the water wet the mirror? No. Exactly the same way. All that we experience is in duality, but like the mirror which is creating the duality is not influenced by the reflection in the mirror. In the same manner, any experience of this world, Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha, eyes are not influenced by any color and form. The ears are not influenced by any sound. The mind is not influenced by any thought. Similarly, the conscious reality that we are is not influenced by waking, dream, deep sleep or samadhi. Now, where is the place for any question? And what is there to understand in this? See, if you are told that if you run every day 8 kilometers, in 1 month you will lose 30 kg. And then you start running. And after 30 days, 1 month, you phone your doctor. Dr. Saab, you told me to run for 30 days, 8 kilometers per day. I did it. Have you reduced the weight there? Yes, that is done. See, I told you, no, listen doctor, another problem has come up. What is that? I am 240 kilometers away from my home. Our spirituality is like this. We practice, but not intelligently, dumb way. See? Therefore, when we stand before the mirror, you are meditating. When you are taking food, you are meditating. One child asked me this question, so beautiful. He was attending some Upanishad class in the morning, he used to come. One day we were sitting, I said, hey man, eat. He said, Swamiji, I am confused. What happened to confuse? He said, now see, the idli is in the plate. Yes. So I don't feel I am idli. Yes, then, but when the same idli goes inside, then I am one with the idli. Is it not? Yes. Now, what is this experience? I said, this experience is anything which you include is accepted by us. Anything which we don't include creates a samsara. If you include your wife as she is, you are in meditation. If you don't include as she is, but you want she to be improved, लोगों की बीवियां देखो, gone. Samsara will begin. See friends, therefore, Dvaita, Advaita, it has nothing to do with the absolute. So, Dvaita, Advaita, Vivarjitam, Shvetadi Varna Rahitam, Shabdadi Gunavarjitam, Kathayanti Katham Tattvam, Manovachama Gocharam. Kathayanti Katham Tattvam. How can you talk about the truth? Dakshinamurti Stotra Dhyana Shloka. Chitram Vatataror Vruddha Shishya Gurur Yuva Gurostu Maunam Vyakhyanam Shishyastu Chinna Samshayaha. It's a wonder of all wonders that the teacher was giving instruction in an eloquence of silence and the disciples were dispelled of all their doubts. Truth can be revealed only through silence. Be very attentive. Silence is absence of thought, or absence of sound. That which was illuminating the presence of the sound, and that which is illuminating the absence of the sound is beyond sound. Therefore, Shabdadi Gunavarjitam, Shvetadi Varnarahitam, that which is beyond the names and the forms. This is another technique. Mind can survive only if the mind is given a form or a sound as a support. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, mind is there. Or you go on imagining, I have gone to Badrinath and then now I am standing in front of the Lord, Narayana. Hare, somebody has picked my pocket. Meditation gone. Contrary to that, listen to the silence. When you listen to the silence, you go beyond the sound and the silence. But if we do not go beyond the sound and the silence, then we will be disturbed by the sounds. You must have seen many people, they become very angry, disturbed. Little bit disturbance is there, Suppose somebody comes late and all that. Why you are not get out? Meditation in progress, take a detour. We are already suffering inside. Nowhere near the reality. So when the sound is negated in the silence, and then both sound and silence are negated in our own presence. Therefore, this being the case, how can you talk about the reality? Because what we can talk only about something which is comprehended by the sense organs, which is felt by the mind, or which is conceived by the intellect. The truth is neither an object to be comprehended by the sense organ, nor it is an experience to be gained through the mind and joy and sorrows, nor it is a concept to be understood and discarded later. No. Therefore, katham kathayishyanti. Anybody who talks about the truth is a bluff master, like me. Therefore, when I tell my sessions are bluff sessions, I have no doubt about it. Because about the reality you cannot talk, so whatever you talk is a bluff. About the world you need not talk because the world is not. That which is not, about that you talk, how it can be right? It is something like, I read a report. The mirage waters in the Uluru mountain area has a high percentage of calcium deposits. Will it be right? Mirage water doesn't exist. So any report you write, it will be wrong. Therefore, whatever you talk, about the world or about Paramatma. Both are bluffs. The truth is mouthshut.com. So simple. Kathayishyanti katham tattvam mano vachama gocharam. That which cannot be the subject matter of mind, speech or the sense organs. Yada anrutamidam sarvam dehadi gaganopamam tada hi brahma samvetti nate dvaita parampara. Now see to what extent is expected out of the seeker. Yada te, when to you, idam sarvam dehadi, starting from our body up to the whole world, gaganopamam andrutam, like the space. See? When we come to this understanding and experience, then tadahi brahma samvetti, then you have realized the truth. See, friends, it's so simple, I tell you. Where are the colors and forms? They are not in the objects. They are in our vision. For a blind person, colors and forms don't exist. So where are all the colors and forms? In the vision. Where are all the sounds? Sounds are not in the objects. They are in the hearing ability. See, friends, there is a friend of mine in Bhavnagar, very genius, Mehta his name, and he has one factory wherein they produce, the ties, plastic ties which you tie, use only once, like that. And all the staff except the front desk person, all of them are 100% staff is some or the other disability. Somebody is having polio, somebody is, the 11th chromosome, somebody can't hear, somebody can't speak, like that. And his production is better than the normal, laborers. So I asked him, how do you do this job? He said, come, I'll explain you. He took me in one, I think some signal is coming, radio signal.
Mobile bunker. Mobile.
Somebody's mobile may be doing.
Netcom.
Eh?
Netcom.
So he took me there. He said, Swamiji, come, I will show you. So I went to one room, a huge hall, maybe say this whole house. And there were about half a dozen or 10 machines. And they were making so terrible sound, dang, 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 dang. You can't stay there more than 5 minutes. I said, hey, enough, I don't want to know, let me go out. He said, all the workers in this section, they are deaf. They work 8 hours without complaint because no hearing. That day I realized the meaning of the scriptures. Where are the objects? All the objects are existing in the sense organs. See, friends. Object doesn't mean a laddu. Object means Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandha. The sound, the touch, the form, the smell, etc. So all the objects are existing in the senses. And what are the senses? Senses are nothing but mind peeping out of the eyes is called as a vision. The mind coming out of the ears is called as the hearing ability. And what is mind? Mind is just a manifestation of consciousness through a body. Like the light is the manifestation of electrical energy through a bulb. So mind is not the individuality. See, friends, where is the world? The world is in me. Like my own head is not a burden on my shoulder. But if I take a baby and put it on my shoulder, After some time, now take. Why? It's paining. Swamiji, my baby is so small and his head is just like a small chambu and it is paining you and you are carrying your huge head on your shoulders. It is not paining you. See, friends, the day we discover this, Mai eva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pratishtitam, Mai sarvam layam yati, tad brahmadvayam asmyam. Then in this world, there is neither a friend nor an enemy. This is the meaning of this knowledge. Then I have nothing to achieve in this world. I have nothing to improve upon in this world. Because everything is me. See, friends. Therefore, yada anrutamidam dehadi gaganopamam, like the space which appears but is not. In the same manner, all these faculties, body, etc., where are they? They have no independent existence. Therefore, the truth behind everything is our own self. If I is not there, my wife has no existence. If I is not there, my property has no existence. So everything is contained in I. This is our essential nature. Parena sahajatmapi yavinnaha pratibhati me vyomakaram tathaivaikam dhyata dhyanam katham bhavet. See? Parena sahajatmapi hi abhinnaha pratibhati me. This absolute reality, although appearing as the knower known, yet it is not different. Knower and known are one. See, introduction of the objectivity in the knowledge is called as object. And introduction of the subjectivity in the knowledge is called as subject. Be very attentive. We know anything in this world in such a manner that this is a mic, I know this is a mic, but the mic I am not. So in this knowledge, the sense of I and the sense of not I is born. And this sense of I and not I is valid only when we are functioning through the mind. But when it comes to our own being, do we know ourselves like we know the mic? And therefore, where is the place for the meditation and meditator? See, therefore teacher says, dhyata dhyanam katham bhavet. There is no possibility of meditation. Don't struggle in meditation. Otherwise we go now meditation class will start, okay? When I ring the bell, you do meditation according to your status. If you are in the yama, you do your meditation. If you are in the niyama, you do, okay? 10. Meditation, begin. Everybody is waiting for the ghanti. Well, it will be over. Ram. Please recognize this basic principle. Let meditation happen. We are so much accustomed to the artificial lifestyle that the fruits we pluck from the tree and then artificially ripen them. On the contrary, if the mango fruit ripens naturally on the tree, it separates without any effort. No efforts are required. In the same manner, as we ripen in our wisdom, the world drops. And when the world drops, then presence and absence of things makes no difference. Both. When we like something, if that thing is not present, we are upset. When we dislike something, if that thing is present, we are upset. See, therefore the real meaning of meditation is let meditation happen. Don't do meditation, but start living in meditation. Bhagavad Gita speaks about living in meditation in 3 places. First, second chapter, when the man of steady wisdom is spoken of. Second, in the 12th chapter, when the wise devotee is spoken of. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. And in the 14th chapter, when Bhagavan Krishna speaks about a man who is living beyond the scope of the 3 gunas, Gunatita Purush. And there Bhagavan says, Prakasham cha pravrittim cha moham eva cha pandava na dveshti sampravrittani na nivrittani kankshati. Whether it is the sattva, rajas, tamas, whatever upsurge comes, neither he wants to negate them nor he wants to promote them. Like the ocean neither promotes the waves nor negates them. Where is meditation? Meditation. Suffering silently. See? Meditation, the word used is here, dhyanam. Dhyan dete hai, karte nahi. Don't we say, now listen. We don't say, do listening. Listening is not done. Live in awareness. How we live in awareness? When our wisdom is steady. Example, dukkheshu anudvignamanaha. When miseries come in our life, you refuse to be miserable, you are living in meditation. Sukheshu vigata spruhaha. When all comforts are there, you are not attached to any comforts, you are in meditation. See? Therefore, vyomakaram tathaivekam dhyata dhyanam katham bhave. When there is no otherness, like the space, there are not different spaces except the cyberspace. There are no different spaces. Yat karomi, yadashnami, yad juhomi, dadami, yad yetat sarvam name kinchit vishuddhoham ajo avyayaha. See friends, I don't do anything. Come to cognize this principle. Wherever doing is associated in action, sin and merits are born. When doing is not associated with action, then neither sin nor merit. See how it happens. One day somebody's place I was having my professional assignment of taking food. And when they give me food, they give me first. Then they take the data. He is still surviving. Others can take. I am the universal guinea pig. And 3, 4, 6 ammas standing and I have to take food. So then I take the chapati and then take everything, then give a dip in the rasam or sambar, and then when my mouth becomes their mouth becomes that's me. And when this happened, I saw one amma doing like that. I said, Amma, come here. Najar lag jayegi. So I called her and then I said, Mama, take food. I gave her. And after that, I ate. Then after some time she said, Swamiji, what should I do? What happened? Today is Ekadashi. Then you gave me rice and chapati. Then, now what will happen? And nothing, you'll go to hell. So simple, booked on the internet. No, what should I do? See friends, whenever action is associated with doership, sin and merit are bound to be there. Okay, you have taken food. I have taken food. Thereafter, constipation. So when you have constipation, is it a sin? Or if you have dysentery, is it a merit? See, I am very meritorious. Anything I eat dysentery. No, because with digestion, We don't associate, I am digesting. See friends, get this point. Then you will understand meditation is not done. Like we don't do waking. After we are in the waking state, then we create problems. We don't do dreaming. We are in the dream and then go on imagining. We don't do deep sleep. We are in deep sleep, then start snoring. In the same manner, we have to live in meditation and then do the things. Then how do we do? What is the meaning of meditation? Again, Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter. Meditation means prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmannevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnas tadochyate. When we are living at a zero desire level, zero desire level doesn't mean अब जी के क्या करेंगे. What happened, Swamiji? Zero desire level. Now I don't feel like doing anything. Is this meditation? No, it is frustration. See, living at zero desire level and atmannevatmana drishtaha, he who is at peace with himself, he is living in meditation. And a person who is living in meditation, his wisdom is steady. Our wisdom is freely available for others. Being Indians, every born Indian, he is a philosopher. What others should do, we can tell very effectively. We are expert in somebody else's job, not our job. See? Therefore, friends, don't struggle for meditation. Just analyze your experiences. Till such time, we are struggling. I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. You are not sleeping. And when the struggle disappears when? When the I and the want, they disappear. In the absence of the I and the want, the struggle to sleep disappears. And thereafter, when the sleep starts, nobody knows. That's why many people, when they sleep in the satsang, they are the real satsangi. See? Because in that experience, their I has disappeared. And others are, I am listening, ignorant. Therefore, yadi sarvagato, which one? Which verse?
41.
Oh, it is gap ho gayi hai. Sarvam, jat karobi yadashnami yajjuhobi dadami yat etat sarvam name kinchin. I don't do anything in this world. See? So what is all your spiritual practice? Get rid of doing anything in life. Everything is undoing. We do devotion to the Lord. See what happened. Take this good example. A young boy, good for nothing, goes to a garden. Only those who are good for nothing, they have got time to go to garden. He goes. It's not only boys are good for nothing, girls are equally like that. She also goes to the garden, same garden. And then they fall in love. So they are doing love. They have fallen in love. And whenever you fall, you get hurt. So one person said, me and my wife were living happily 35 years. Then we got married. And the tragedies began. See? Because I have done love. Their love was an action. Now, second example. That baby is born to a mother. Now this mother, she does not do love to the child. When the first timers, when they are carrying the baby in their womb, the mother-in-law and the mother, gives them 101 instruction. Don't watch horror movies. Don't go to Harry Potter. Okay? And read Bhagavatam or Ramayana. And nicely listen good music. Don't read. Listen. This fellow will start inside, okay? Eat properly. And take good food. Don't take non-vegetarian and all kinds of things. That will create bad impression in so many things. Then baby is born. Thereafter the mother is told, clean the the linens at least once in a year. These days they put the sealed everything, and the child is carrying the narak yatana through one girl from US, she came to Bombay, and I was playing with her child. I asked, I said, did you clean? Yes, yes, Swamiji, don't worry, it is all sealed, we get this in America. I said, that doesn't mean it is clean or what? So I took. The moment I took, I said, take back. Why? I said, oh God, it is smelling dirty. No, Swamiji. And then she took like a flower. Oh, Swamiji. So lazy. Small kids never put on anything. Let them be naked so that they will remain clean. See? So to that mother, everything is told. What is to be done, what is not to be done. Is any mother ever advised, love your child? Love for the child happens. Love for the boy or the girl is done. And therefore it can be undone. See, friends. Therefore, all the spiritual practice is undoing. So, yat karomi, yadashnami, yat juhomi, dadami, yat etas sarvam name kinchit vishuddhoham ajam ajaha avyayaha. Unborn, unmodifying, I am ever the same. See, friends. The day this kartrutva viman, the burden of doership, is dropped from our life, life becomes light. They say travel light, is it not? Whenever the NRIs come to our India, they come with NRI suitcases, huge, two, three big suitcases. Why in India nothing is available, right from tissue paper onwards. Huge thing. In the same manner, we carry such a huge burden on our head. I have done so much, I have done so much, I have done so much for my children, but now my children have disowned me. Swamiji, why this happened? What you have done for your children? See, got up in the morning, first put air. The child is growing. See, wherever there is the sense of doership, we are bound to be frustrated in life. Therefore, etat sarvam name kinchit vishuddhoham ajaha avyayaha. Sarvam jagad viddhi nirakrutidam. Sarvam jagad viddhi vikarahinam. Sarvam jagad viddhi vishuddha deham. Sarvam jagad viddhi shivaika See, sarvam jagad viddhi nirakrutidam. Look at the world as formless. See, be attentive. One example I will give you. Shapes are forms. These shapes or forms are illumined by the vision. What is the shape and the form of the vision? Vision doesn't have any shape, any form, and therefore it can take every shape and every form. And all the objects are existing in the sense organs. Then all the sense organs, they have the form, structure, but the mind which is peeping out of the structures to functionally differentiate in 5 different functions, that mind, does it have any shape particularly? And this mind, which carries a multiplicity of thoughts, good and bad, etc., the knower known division. This mind is the expression of the absolute conscious reality. Will that conscious reality have any differentiation? So when we come back to the formless, nameless experience, then we are living in meditation. Formless, nameless experience means you are Mr. Nobody. See? Somebody will have some form. Doctor will have the form. The businessman will have a form. The mother will have a form. Take any word, there will be form, immediately form in the mind. Work right now. Wherever you are sitting, whatever way you are sitting, close your eyes and become mother or father or the children. So when you become mother or father, observe what thoughts come. When you become a child, observe what thoughts come. Now drop this and now become nobody. Now try what thoughts come. Nobody has no thoughts. Because the nobody has no form, no shape, no name, no position, no upadhi, no nothing. Nirakritidam jagat viddhi sarvam jagat viddhi vikarahidam. Therefore, there are no modifications happening anywhere. Should we say, when the waves are born and break, it is a modification on the ocean? See? When the same light is taken on different types of objects, so objects have different shapes and light beam is one. Light beam has no shape, no size. But when the different objects are illumined by the same light, is it, if the object is big, the light has become a big shape? If the object is small, the light has become a small shape? No. Nothing is ever happening. So, sarvam jagat viddhi vishuddha deham. Be attentive. Deha means where somebody lives. In all the names and the forms, there is but one reality which is existing. Like ornaments are the body for the gold. Pots are the body for the clay. See, friends, the waves are the body for the ocean. The ocean is the body for the waters. Unless it is manifest, we cannot recognize. See, like a child is born. So what the doctors or the parents do when the child is born, they first check his faculties. So they do him like, so if his eyes are moving, he has got vision. Then they'll play. And if he doesn't respond, they do tat. Doesn't respond. Oh, can he hear or not? So, unless it is manifest, it is not recognized. So, every manifestation is a deha, the body, where Paramatma is existing. And therefore, Vishuddha Deyam. There is no impurity of the limitations of the body in the Absolute. Whether the idol is that of Rama or Ravana, that does not make any difference to the gold. Whether the body is that of a human being or an animal, consciousness does not get polluted. When the consciousness expressing through the cow produces milk, and the same consciousness expressing through the cobra produces the poison, because of that, consciousness is neither nutritious nor poisonous. See, friend. So, Sarvam Jagat Viddhi Vishuddha Deham, Sarvam Jagat Viddhi Shivaika Rupam. Therefore, this whole world is nothing but Paramatma, the most auspicious one. This is what I told you in the beginning. Study of scriptures means changing our vision. Normally for us, religious life means what? Changing others. So the husband wants to change the wife. It can never happen unless you change her for good. You cannot change. See? Similarly, the wife wants to improve the husband. How can you improve upon him? The day we recognize this principle, look upon in everything and being, suspect divinity. Suspect. Suspicion we have plenty. Start suspecting. And when we start suspecting divinity in everything and being, then our vision will change. See, it is something like this, You must have seen. Suppose you are going somewhere and there happened to be some paper and you just happen to step on it. And then you realize, oh, it is a picture of Ganesha. What do? We immediately bend down, lift it, and do namaskar. Oh, so sorry. Oh, God. Because it is no more a paper. Even in a paper we suspect divinity. Can't we suspect divinity in the God's creation? So that picture of Ganesha reminds us of the divinity. In place of that, if it is a picture of some useless person, we will step it more. Therefore, everything is Paramatma. This is what he is living in meditation. You know what happens as a result of this? When everything is taken Paramatma, including ourselves, the net result will be, we will have no sense of incompleteness. Second thing, we will have no sense of otherness. Like in deep sleep, we don't have a sense of incompleteness, we don't have the sense of otherness. These factors put together, net result is, we do not have any desire. Desire is always about something which is other than us. Desire cannot be for the self. Like eyes cannot see themselves, eyes can see others. See? And because there is no sense of otherness, no desire, and because there is no sense of incompleteness, there is no misery, there is no struggle. Therefore, God realization means our life is free from struggle. God realization means we are no more victims of any desire. This is what is Avadhuta Gita. Tatvam na hi sandeha kim janamya tava punaha asamvedyam sasamvedyam atmanam manyase katham. Tatvam tvam nahi sandeha. I have no doubt, my dear friend, that you are Paramatma. How can I teach you? See, from the Guru standpoint and disciple standpoint, the understanding is different. When Ramakrishna Paramahamsa ji sent a message for calling to Narendra, calling him, that boy hasn't come for so many days, I am missing him. So this message was passed on. And he came. And he was telling, sir, you are so much attached to me, you are remembering me again and again. You should not get into attachment in bondage. So the great teacher said, my dear, you have accepted me as your guru out of doubt and suspicion. But I know you, what you are. Because the vision of the master is different. The vision of the student is different. And therefore here the teacher says, Tattvam tvam hi, na sandeha. You are that reality. No doubt about it. Don't keep any doubt. And therefore, kim punaha athava janavi, and therefore I know the self. What is great about it? See, if some man goes on telling everybody around, do you know I am a man? Do you know I am a man? Do you know I am a man? Actually, I am a man. So when somebody will go on telling again and again, I am a man, again, I am a man, people will start doubting him. Why he is telling? We don't ask you. Think. Therefore, friends, asamvedyam sasamvedyam atmanam manyase katham. How do you say that I know the self or I do not know the self? Both sentences are redundant in the self-experience. See, Kenopanishad defines avijnatam vijanatam vijnatam avijanatam. Those who say I know, they know not. And those who do not say they know. Therefore, wise people keep their mouth shut. If, one Mahatma was said some good or bad things about him. So, somebody came and told, sir, that person was talking ill about you. He said, if he is talking ill about me as a body, then he is doing the same thing what I am doing with my body. Atyanta malino deha dehi chatyanta nirmalaha asangohamiti jnatva shauchavetar tachakshate. If he is condemning me as a body, I also condemn my body. So he is not doing something wrong because the same thing I do with my body. If he is condemning me as a self, then his and myself are not separate. He has got every right to do whatever to himself. See the thinking. No reaction. Otherwise, if he says like that, okay, tera satyanas ho jayega. Friends, that is why wise people are never agitated on any issue. Otherwise, people are agitated if there is no issue. Narayan. Maya Maya Katham Tata Chaya Chaya Na Vidyate Tattvamekam Sarvam Vyomakaram Niranjanam. Don't get carried away by these various words which we hear 100 times. Maya, Maya. What is Maya? Show me. There is nothing like Maya. You can name your wife Maya and suffer silently. But there is nothing like Maya. Please understand what Maya means. Example is given. Chaya, achaya. Be very attentive. If your shadow has fallen on the Shivalinga, because the sun is behind, the shadow has fallen on Shivalinga. Will you feel how lucky my shadow is better than me? तुमसे तुम्हारी तस्वीर अच्छी है. So, I won't say that I'm very lucky my shadow has fallen on the Lord Shiva. Or if on the same shadow, after some time, some doggy comes and does his Purnavadaha Purnavidam Purna. That time will we feel, oh God, I had to take bath? No. Because the chaya, the shadow, is non-existing. It is absence of the light. Shadow does not have existence. We study light. We don't study darkness. What is the wavelength of darkness? At what speed the darkness travels? How much time it takes to remove the darkness? That depends how old it is. Oh, in this cave, maybe few 100 million years nobody has entered. Such a old darkness, okay, we'll have to go with a very strong electric light. Otherwise it will not go. No. Because although it appears, it doesn't have existence. Therefore, presence and absence of shadow is meaningless. Similarly, Maya is what? Maya means measured experience. Maya does not mean that which is not. It is wrong translation. Ma means not, Ya means that which is not is Maya. It is not true. See, Maya means what? Our eyes can see a particular spectrum of light waves. Beyond that, our eyes cannot see. So, the total spectrum of light waves is seen with the limitation of the instrument called as eyes. So, when the infinite is perceived through the limitations of the instrument, and that limited perception is mistaken to be the complete perception, then it is called as Maya. See, by our ears, we can hear only a particular spectrum of the sound waves. Beyond that, our ears cannot hear. Does it mean that because I cannot hear, there are no sound waves beyond this spectrum? No. Similarly, whatever I can understand is according to the limitation of my intellectual faculty. Because I can't understand doesn't mean it is wrong. Therefore, the moment you transcend the limitations of these, the sense organs, mind and intellect, Maya disappears. See, friends. Therefore, Maya Maya katam tat chaya chaya na vidyate tattvamekam sarvam vyomakaram niranjaram. Idam sarvam ekam tattvameva, like the space. Like the space contains everything. In one of the Upanishad, we'll see next time. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.